for as much frustrations as people might say they have with the Amazons, the Googles, and the Facebooks of the world because they are selling your data, guess what? People are still using Facebook.
Jim, so tell us, you've been watching this, you're a Republican, but you watched the Democratic primary. What do you think is going to happen with these candidates?
Look, I think it's very clear that right now Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders are the front runners. Does that have a lot to do with name ID? Sure, but name ID, if you don't already have it, it's expensive to get and it's difficult to get. So I think that they have reasons to be happy with these numbers, the Biden and Sanders camps. But there's also the challenge. Look, Sanders got about 49% in the Iowa primary in 2016. So that's about half of his voters are saying, okay, now I'm going to go to someone else. Joe Biden's the two-term vice president, very popular Democratic official. If you're not already voting for Joe Biden, what's going to convince you to vote for him? So that's a little scary for him, too, to be at 28%.
So I went back and looked at some of these polls. One of the things I saw is that in the June, 538.com did a great analysis of this. They looked at the average of polls from January to June of the year before a presidential election, right? So, 1975 for the Jimmy Carter election, 1979 for the Reagan election, and so on and so on. What they found is the Democrat who was leading in the year before the election lost in almost every one of them. And the only times that Democrat won, the Democratic Party lost the general election.